Woo-wee. Good morning, Market Snipers. Welcome back on this fabulous Taco Tuesday. Are we going to have tacos today? Maybe. Gosh, love me some tacos. So, oh man, yesterday was a long live stream. It was, the watch party was on over 3 hours, and I think I covered charts for 2.5 hours. So, needless to say, we're not going to spend that much time today. I still continued to knock things out yesterday after that long live stream, but I didn't even eat anything. I didn't even go downstairs to eat anything until like 2:30 p.m. So I know I do like 16-hour intermittent fasting, but going that was over that was like 20 something hours. So I don't need to intermittent fast that much. I'm not 300 pounds. I'm not 500 pounds. Uh There's other benefits too, supposedly. So, I'm not a health expert whatsoever. But yeah, if you're new to the live stream, awesome. You'll catch some rambles like I just had right now, some random ones. And if you're returning to the live stream, awesome, even better. Good to see you back. Help me, help you, help me with the algorithms. Smash that like button, throw in some comments. We'll answer questions and do chart requests on the second half of the live stream. First half of the live stream, we'll cover Bitcoin. We covered it so long, so hard yesterday, so long and so hard that we're not going to spend too much time on it. We talked about the weekly chart being bearish. We talked about the 2-week chart being bearish. We talked about the 3-week chart being bearish. We talked about the monthly chart, RSI sell signal, monthly MACD bearish crossover, longer term bearish divergence, blah, 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 blah. So we're not going to cover the exact same details every single day because those higher time frames are not going to change day to day. It's week to week, 2-week to 2-week, 3-week to 3-week, and month to month, right? So, but I think that was a good Monday to start the week off. And now we'll get into Bitcoin. We'll take a look at altcoins, but they continue to bleed. Maybe we'll see a significant bounce, here or there once we see a Bitcoin relief rally. Yesterday, Bitcoin closed at 86,300 ish. Who'd have thought? Who'd have known that December 16th, 2025, that Bitcoin would not reach $250,000? Well, Market Snipers. If you've been following me, if you've been following me on X, watching the live streams, I started the live streams back up on October because I was starting to see a major shift. So try to reach out and help as many people as possible. Robbie, yeah, we'll come back to it. Okay, cool. Cool. If there's not a lot of chart history, Robbie, then you know that I probably won't spend too much time on it. I'm not too sure about Orca. Oh no. Those are the indicator for $29. Awesome, by the way. And my name is spelled Jesse, but that's okay. All good. I've had Jesse with a Y. I've had Jesse with a IE. My last name with SEN, so it doesn't matter. But good. Welcome. And $29, you get the dashboard automatically once you set up once you register an account. You'll be able to go to the portal. Oh, since we're on it, we don't have any affiliate money. We don't take $1 of affiliate money. Never have. I'm not saying I never will, but I haven't found a company that I would feel comfortable promoting. So we just promote our own, right? We just promote our own. But you go to the plans, you get the $49 includes everything, including the 70 plus recorded coaching videos, and you get the 2 trading bots. But with $20, you still get a lot, right? You get the dashboard, which we just upgraded again. We just got another upgrade. I'll show that to you. Strategy, performance, analytics, trade history and journal, import this. You can manually do each trade as well, and then eventually we'll have API connections with brokers and exchanges that we're using. Even though we use them, I don't have affiliate links for them. Legacy Sharpshooter Candles 3.1 and RSI 2.0. So got to fix that. Liquidity access, private Discord, and you'll be able to upgrade or downgrade or cancel at any time once you register an account. So all of this you should gain access once you've registered and the portal is linked to your billing email, I believe. I think Alex has it set up that way. Uh, and then we will add you within 24 to 48 hours based off of the trading view username you input. So as long as the trading view username input is correct, then we will add you within 24 to 48 hours. Typically, it's faster than 24. It's just when I was the only one doing it, if I happen to be out of town, visiting family or whatever the case may be, annual golf guys trip, blah, blah, blah. It may have taken me 48 hours, but it seems like we're doing it in 24 hours or less. So that's how. So awesome. Mighty Kirk, welcome. If not, always feel free to direct message me in the Discord. Don't direct message me on X. I probably won't see it for a long time, if ever, unless I already know you. But I get so many exchange and broker and affiliate requests that they just sit idle there, and I don't check it often. And I definitely don't check Market Sniper Pro DMs often. So once you're in, like you are, and you're in the Discord and stuff, yeah, you don't need to upgrade to 49 unless you want to do the recorded coaching and the trading bots, right? So $29 is a good one to start. And we're offering a lot more for 29 than we used to. So back in the day, it was $29 and you only got the Sharpshooter Candles 3.1. You didn't get the liquidity access and you didn't get the dashboard. So and we didn't have automation on the payment system. So it was all relied on me keeping up with it. I did a good job for a very long time. And while we're converting to all of this automation and technology, I kind of fell off a little bit. So welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, Mike Kirk. Welcome aboard. Shooter, by the way, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And so with that, couple updates. I got to show it though. I got to show. By the way, shout out to Win Diesel Market Sniper over here. Great gains for 2025. Congratulations. You're a big part of the success this year. Thank you. Baby number 1 due in May. So let's keep the winning going. Yes. Yes. It feels good to have multiple 6-figure swing trades, which I've had. But there's no feeling. I know everyone says this. But maybe it's because I was older. I'm sure I would have felt the same way 20 years ago if I was like 24, probably 25. I don't know about 19 or 20. I would have probably thought my was over at the time. And then things would have changed once the baby happened. But having our first kid at when I was 45 years old, man, I know everyone says it, but there's no greater feeling. Like, there's a lot of joy on a 6-figure winning swing trade, but that goes away, kind of like a new car, right? A new car, that feeling, yeah, there's a good feeling, right? Then it goes away, or you buy a new house or whatever. But man, baby number 1. I'm not saying it's not hard work. I'm not saying the first 7 weeks when you had no sleep that you're not going to be cranky, that you're going to be super annoyed with your significant other, the baby mama, blah, blah, blah. But once you survive that, and there's a lot of joy within those 7 weeks as well, but it is tough. I'm not going to lie. It is tough. And, Save some of that money for uh, diapers. You're gonna need it. You're gonna be able to afford diapers, right? And then, of course, I don't know about your other situation, but for us, the nanny is a big cost, right? That's a big cost. So you gotta save some of that. You gotta keep making more money and save more money and cover diapers and cover nanny and all the way too many toys that we have. Oh my god. So congratulations. Take some profit out of the trading investing account, save it for future diapers. Congrats on both, right? Boom. What else? Oh, I had a couple other things before we get going. According to this Bitcoin 90-day historical sentiment chart, retail investors are not in a euphoric state. Who would have thought, right? If you're going to have a blow off top in crypto or stocks or any asset that you're looking at, you have to be in a euphoric state. This is by far not the opposite of a euphoric state, but rather in extreme fear. Sentiment can remain at extreme fear or extreme greed levels for much longer than people think. It's true. It's true. This is also included into the liquidity access, by the way. And that's why I'm bringing it up. But that's included in the $9 plan, the $29 plan, and the $49 plan. So if you just wanted like liquidity access and Discord access, it's $9. $9. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. We have a lot of big ideas for the liquidity access. It just takes time to build it out, but doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. And our trading investing dashboard has been upgraded. Oh, Alex posted an update today in the Discord, tagged all the members in it, and I didn't even know he did an upgrade. He tagged, and then I checked it out this morning. I was like, sweet. So here's some visual charts of what the dashboard looks like, layout, type, net P&L, good visual charts, all that stuff, account value, whether you add one account, two accounts, whatever, win rate, whether you're doing day trades, whatever, trading bot, blah, 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 right? You could track it all. Here's another chart of it. The dashboard is included into the $29 and $49 a month plans, not the $9. Consider this our Black Friday month because the more tools we release, the higher the subscription price. I'm reinvesting way too much money. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. 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 Here's some sample screenshots, right? So recent trades, shows recent trades, tracks it, profit, factor, trend, all that stuff. So daily P&L, win rate by hour. These are screenshots from Alex, by the way. So I'm sharing. But there you go. There you go. I didn't ask him. Oops. I didn't ask him. Oops. 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 So that's about it. That's all I want to show there. And we'll get into it. Let's get into it. So, quick recap. We had these dotted upward sloping trend lines. We talked about, a candle close below this one here. And then we had a candle close below. It looks like we closed the day before. Make sure Mike's good. Everything's good. Yep. Looks like we closed below this trend line here. And it was a close below the trailing dots. Then we for sure closed yesterday at $86,337 ish. Yesterday. And it was again below the trailing dots, and now the trailing dots have flipped bearish again. So that's the daily chart. Continues to be bearish. It's possible we see that bullish divergence play out. We haven't seen it yet because you have to see lower prices first. So you would need a candle close below 84,620. So if you start getting candle closes down in this area, we talked about it all day yesterday. Candle closes all the way down 75, 76,000, 74, maybe a wick down to 72,000. would fully complete the Wyckoff distribution chart. Whether it happens or not, at least 92 to 95% of the distribution chart has been completed so far, right? Price came all the way down to 80,480 ish. So you can see this pivot point over here. You see this pivot point here. You see this pivot point here, right? And you can see this pivot point here. You see this pivot point here. So here is where we're at right now. So to complete it 100%, yes, it's wicked down to like this, to this area over here, right? This area over here. So a 100% full completion, in my opinion, would be somewhere around 76,000, right? So we'll see if that happens or not. It's trending that way. It's trending that way. And we didn't post this chart here. We posted it all during that time, but we posted this chart originally October 8th. And we said this whole entire time, typical chart ideas, fractals last 45 to 60 days. Here we are, 68 days. Here we are, the 69th day of watching this chart. It's crazy. But we had a candle close below this more aggressive upward dotted trend line. We had a candle close yesterday below this upward dotted trend line. It's a bigger one than this one. And it just signals that we're going to continue downward, whether it happens today, tomorrow, this week, next week. We don't have a magic crystal ball, right? We don't have a magic crystal ball. This was drawn out as an idea, and it has been pretty close. And if it were to close, sometime in December or beforehand, in a week or two, then maybe the Santa Claus rally after that, maybe a relief rally after that. We talked about it, covered it a lot all day yesterday. So, good morning. Oh yeah, nice. That was on X. Thank you for reminding me. Hyper liquid chart. Can you put in the ticker symbol and the exchange that you want me to look at? Por favor. Thank you. What's up, baby? Let's go. JO. Yes, sir. Ioba 61. Where would you target next buys in the following? Pick one. Girther King. Thank you, Girther King. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, pick one. Too many. Today I can't spend as much time today. We spent over 3 hours, 2.5 hours doing charts. I got a lot to catch up on today. I did a lot of work even after that, but I can't spend that much time today. Sorry, Charlie. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. Daily chart, weekly chart, still bearish. 2-week chart, still bearish. Right? We are trending in the opposite direction of a new all-time high. Right? Staying above trending dots. Okay, sure. Yeah, it's possible. Breakdown all the way down here. Come on. Large account yesterday was, we follow each other, right? But she was giving me a hard time, saying just because I scream loud doesn't mean that we're in a bear market. And I'm like, she's got a big following, bigger than me. She sells not courses. She sells, I think she sells courses and automation as well. And she's got huge Elliott wave to the upside. Shout out to Lisa. Not to mention any names, but shout out to Lisa. And I replied back, I'm like, well, here's a weekly chart. Here's I didn't even post all my bearish charts, but Sorry, the Elliott wave's not gonna work out, right? Elliott wave, oh, still in a blah, 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 ABC correction. I've seen so many Elliott waivers on, calling for two, three, $400,000 Bitcoin, and we're trending in the wrong direction for that. 3-week chart, we had a bearish engulfing candle. We pointed that out. 3-week chart, we had a candle close below the trading dots, not seen since 2022, right? No close below, no close below, close below. Sell signal. Close below, sell signal, right? So bounce, sure. Retest trading dots, probably at some point. Retest 200-week moving average before a new all-time high, probably, right? RBC holders do jumping ship after such a huge drop, waiting for bounce. Oh. Yeah, trapped bulls, right? You're trapped. Obviously, I don't give financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only. And hopefully we have a little bit of fun along the way, like mispronouncing your name, making fun of me for misspelling my name, blah blah blah. Right? After watching a few times of your live, I just realized how dangerous I was following those oh yeah. We've been talking about this since like 2021, Lenny Kirk, and I don't think you've been following me since then. But when we started the Discord in 2022, because I was never going to start a Discord. I was never going to do coaching. I was never going to do any of that stuff. I was happy swing trading and posting my charts to help people on Twitter X because I was allowed and able to retire from mortgage and real estate after 17 years since I was able to control my own destiny. But I was seeing people get scammed online using my name, using like copying my Twitter account, and they were charging people $1,000. So I was like, you know what? I will start a Discord. I will help people with recorded coaching for $49 a month. And I did live coaching and recorded all those sessions. Like I did live coaching for $199 a month for 7 guys, right? And I didn't take on any more, and I didn't charge them tens of thousands of dollars. And I spent over 70 plus hours recording those videos. I probably spent 90 to 100 hours with those live coaching peeps, the Magnificent Seven. And I went all in on it. I went hard. I didn't pull any punches. I gave every single ounce of energy in 2 or 3 months, right? I charged them for 2 months. I did it for another month, I think. So I have 77 videos in the Discord at least, and then I also have uploaded 77 all the videos are uploaded. I mean, each one just over an hour, 2 hours of real life trades and putting all the layers together. It's crazy. 2 hours. Recorded coaching video 4, fib retracements, recorded coaching video 5, RSI price divergence. I mean, there's we recorded live sessions, and I went full on. I went deep. We took deep dives. The introduction, 90 plus minutes, just craziness, right? And I told the live coaching crew, I said, we're going to have to cancel live coaching. They had become my friends, cyber friends. Never met them in person. We had spent so much time together. We had become live coaching people became my cyber friends, right? That I was going to have to charge them tens of thousands of dollars if we kept going at that pace. I was exhausted. I hadn't put that much energy into like quote unquote, video calls, live in person, mortgages and real estate energy since like, I don't know, 2019. I was tired. I was exhausted. And it was like $199 a month for 7 people. It does not make sense. So I was like, I'm gonna have to charge you tens of $1,000 or I'm gonna make it free for you. Right. So I made it free for like another month and then I stopped it. Right. And then I stopped it. It was just too much energy. I put every ounce of my energy and soul into those coaching videos. Did not, I did not skip 1 ounce. Like it makes me tired just thinking about it, honestly. So, but those recorded coaching videos are still valid today. And man, if you take deep dives on that, like many people did, uh, for like 2 to 3 months, like we did, we put all that work in. If you put that work in, I think it would change your thought process. So, anyways, uh, monthly chart, same thing. Came back to the train dots. Never came back to the train dots. Never came back. Never came back. Came back. Right. Not to mention RSI sell signal on the monthly chart, bearish divergence, everything we covered yesterday. Uh, Meanwhile, Elliott waivers, Lisa, I doubt she's watching this, but she was posting. Yeah, we were posting back and forth, all in good fun, right? All in good fun. Some people get really upset. Uh, all I was doing is posting that basically a different idea than Mike, and he blocked me. uh, it's great. It's great. It's great. Some people are really sensitive, right? Really sensitive. Like I've blocked people. I block bots, right? Because they're like take my picture and they try to scam people. So I block them. Um, if you're like a real piece of work to me for multiple times over multiple posts, then I'll block you. But it takes a lot more than what I posted to Mike to block someone. Like if someone posts an opposition chart, you know, then that seems pretty weak in my opinion. So, anyways, me and Lisa follow each other, and she sells courses and automation, I guess. But she thinks that Elliott Wave is going to go new all-time highs. It looked like her chart was going to say $250,000 Bitcoin, and we are trending in the wrong direction. So I asked her what her invalidation point is. So I wonder if she responded to me or not. I don't know. I haven't looked, but we'll see. Only one can be right. Again. Just kidding. What else? What else? Obviously not financial advice. Obviously. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't like to say now because what if we go lower and then there's a relief rally, blah blah blah. I was saying end of October, early November, I think it was. I don't know. I'd have to look at the post, but Bitcoin was at $110,000. And I said, this might be your last time to sell Bitcoin at $110,000 for a couple of years. Here we are 2 months later, right? At least a month and a half, 2 months later. Month and a half, right? So bulls are trapped. Bulls are trapped. Bulls are trapped. You think the market bosses are going to relinquish bulls that didn't get out? Probably not. Thoughts on bringing the crew together to see if any additional dial-in. Huh? Oh, for live coaching? No way. Nope. Not unless people are willing to pay $10,000. There's no way. I'm not. You don't even understand how much energy I put into that. No way. And you can get it for $49 now. You can get it for $49 a month. There's no way. There's no way. At $10,000 per person, minimum handful of people. There's no way. I put way too much energy in. I'm putting my energy in other places, right? I only have so much energy to go around. So there's no way I'm going to do live coaching because I'm putting energy that could and should uh with tools, automation tools, right? Trading bots, all that stuff, right? I'm putting all my energy into that. And money, resources, right? All my energy and money resources I'm putting into that uh for the future, right? So I don't have time to do live coaching. I don't have the energy. I mean, it would have to be substantial, uh, 5 digits per person. No way. No way. And then I would feel like I would have to, like, outperform that. So, what else? Let's go down the list because we covered it a lot. HODL, right? Bitcoin futures, HODL. Everything we covered already. It's hovering right around longer term target 2 for Bitcoin. So, you know, will it drop below to target 3, similar to like Wyckoff distribution and then relief rally? Maybe. We don't have bullish divergence yet. I'm a little biased. I always like to see bearish and bullish divergence on Bitcoin. I've been spoiled with the market bosses giving us bearish and bullish divergence. Uh, doesn't mean we're going to get it. What else? What else? Talked about all these ideas, right? Ethereum. All 4 targets to the downside, added that 5th target before it was hit, and now we're just watching, waiting. Will it also have that bullish divergence we talked about? Possibly. This is representing the weekly trending dots. NASDAQ futures, bearish divergence, hit target 1 so far. Is this going to be a lower high? Sell signal, close below the trending dots. Possibly. Not confirmed yet, right? It will be confirmed once it closes below here. It's always possible, one more time, right? One more time. It's always possible. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Boom. Right? And could be a Bitcoin like liquidity grab. Take out the stop losses one last time. Right? We don't have a magic crystal ball. No, we don't. No, we don't. So we will see. We'll see. Had that sell signal currently under the trailing dots, but it would not surprise me if price pushed all the way back up one more time with a wick, comes back down, puts in a lower high, and comes back. That would not surprise me whatsoever. That would confirm the lower high with the lower low. Woo! It's not always easy, right? It's not always easy. But if we see it once, we can try to remember it and we can try to take advantage of it the next time, right? SP 500, bearish engulfing candle, came back down, came back up, came back down, right? So similar thoughts to the NASDAQ. Let's look at the altcoins that are getting destroyed. We talked about this yesterday. It's not going to make sense unless I talk about it today. So we'll just delete it. But we covered it yesterday. It's in a downtrend. Daily chart is bearish. Weekly chart is bearish. 2-week chart is bearish. 3-week chart is bearish. Monthly chart is bearish, right? A lot of the altcoins look like this. Downward sloping 200-week moving average got rejected, came all the way back down, right? XRP, 3-week chart has a pinning sell signal. This is kind of the line in the sand over here based off of the week. I think it's a weekly chart. Yeah, weekly pivot point over here. You get a weekly close below. You see lower prices. Some point rally back into the trailing dots. Maybe not for a while. Could be more something like MicroStrategy, where it comes down to this level first, then bounces, then comes back down lower, right? There's similarities to the MicroStrategy. Differences, but similarities. XRP. Both are XRP. This was 2021 weekly high over here. Seems like it wants to come back and retest that. Lines up, right? Lines up. Seems like it wants to come back and retest that. And lower, right? 200-week moving average, close to $1, right? 200. What's this? Oh, that's just drawing. I was like, is that the 200-week moving average? I thought it was down here. I was like, my whole world was about to be changed. So there we go. Don't confuse yourself, Jesse. Chain link does not look good, right? 3 out of 4 longer term targets were hit. The 4th was not hit. And downward sloping 200-week moving average, right? Our thoughts started to change long term on altcoins. Back in like Cardano was December 2024, started the downward sloping over here. Chainlink kind of, maybe even it was flattening out. Let's say it was flattening out, and then December again, 2024 started downward sloping, and that's when we started to really change our thought process on altcoins. Like you could remain hopeful, hit targets to the upside, knowing that the downward sloping 200-week moving average is trending downward is not good. And Signal's probably not going to go make a new all-time high anytime soon. Still flat on XLM, but seems like it wants to come back and retest it again. Chop Suey doesn't even have 200-week moving average. It's possible it still bounces up higher. It already wicked up to 63.5%. Eventually, possibly retest 200-week moving average in the near future, but don't hold your breath. Bitcoin dominance is bouncing, right? Could be a higher low. We don't know. Gold, still ultra bullish area. Is this starting to be a topping area, at least for a local top? Let the trailing dots catch up, but it's bullish, right? Consolidated sideways from April to August. So what is that, a 4-month sideways consolidation? Here we are again, another, just cheat. This is 9-week consolidation so far. Basically a 9-week sideways consolidation. It's pretty far extended away from the 200-week moving average and could be that way for a while. There's an RSI sell signal, but there's no bearish divergence yet. One could say that it's bearish divergence, so something to be aware of. But if you look at the higher time frames, you have to err on the side of bullishness. 2-week chart is ultra bullish. Take out that wick over there, further upside, right? So if it can't climb up and take that out, maybe there's further consolidation or retracement. But overall, still bullish on the 2-week chart. Ultra bullish on the 3-week chart. Went parabolic. monthly chart, ultra bullish, right? Hit that target, hit this target, smash through that target. It's been overbought for a very long time. 3-month chart, crazy 3-month chart, ultra bullish. Had this play, this is played out. I posted this a couple years ago, right? Couple of years ago, 2023. Drew the cup and handle pattern. Breakout. Probably gotta change it to log though, right? There you go. Woo! Ultra bullish on 3-month chart. I definitely wouldn't be shorting here, right? Obviously not financial advice, but me personally, I wouldn't be shorting gold here, right? And it can remain overbought for much longer. I mean, it's crazy that it was ultra bullish, aka overbought, aka sometimes when the magic happens, that's why there's a magic wand. But it was overbought territory. For that top wick was 24 3-month candles, which is 2,191 days. It was overbought territory, ultra bullish for 2,741 days as it went sideways, and then broke down over here on the 3-month chart at 2,831 days, right? Where are we at right now? It's been ultra bullish for 548 days. Expect pullbacks along the way, right? Expect pullbacks along the way. So you can see from wick to wick over here, this pullback was 23%, right? You can see from over here, this pullback wick to wick, 34%, right? So even if there was a 23 to 34% pullback, 33, 34, even if there was, it could still be ultra bullish on the 3-month chart and continue higher, right? So I wouldn't be shorting, right? Could you have shorted this on the daily chart and made some money? Yeah, sure. But you're trading against the trend, right? Could you have made more money on this pullback to the upside? Most likely, right? Most likely. So daily chart, bearish divergence, right? There is bearish divergence. Looks like bearish divergence on the weekly chart. So if there is a pullback, let's say 15, 23%, right? And it's still ultra bullish, it would be a buy the dip scenario, not a short scenario. This is a massive move up though. Probably expect a cool off period. Probably expect a pullback. And so don't forget to lock in profits along the way, whatever your strategy is. If you're on the 3-month chart, then you're probably riding it, right? So 3-month chart looks different than the daily chart. So you just have to decide what your plan of attack is. But there's a lot of gold positive narratives right now. And probably, wouldn't surprise me if we see a pullback, right? Wouldn't surprise me. But me personally, I wouldn't be shorting it. So it's ultra bullish on so many time frames, on the higher time frames, that you're counter trading. And yes, you can have success with counter trades, but I just think in all the recorded coaching videos, I talked about this a lot. I just think trading with the trend gives you'll be more profitable over time, right? Buying the dip in an ultra bullish move, right? Like that's a 30% move. Or, say this is a correction of 17%, right? So Anyways, and it happens much faster. Like that's a big, fast, quick move up to the upside. So, anywho, is the top in? I don't know, maybe, but the higher time frames are still too. Again, another possible buy the dip scenario, like on silver when it's ultra bullish, 34% in a short period of time, right? Um, let's go see what the Magnificent Seven, aka 20, are doing. Google, we talk about it. Is this a new all-time high? Would it come back down? Could it put in a head and shoulders? Maybe, right? I mean, this is a lot of speculation, right? If there's like a head and shoulders pattern, you got the shoulder, maybe get a head, similar to what we saw in Bitcoin, and it would look something like that. Rough drawings, right? Oh, not bad. Not bad. Not bad for the eyeball test. Maybe something like that. And then you have the gap down here at 212. It's not a huge gap, but big enough, right? Let's see. Still currently in an uptrend, but multiple candles below those trailing dots. Bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence. Looks like the lower highs, RSI sell signal. And there you go. So it's not just a possible head and shoulders pattern, right? That's like secondary or third or blah, blah, blah. It's we're seeing bearish divergence, and you could even see the bearish divergence going all the way back on Google, right? How much time do we have? So okay. It's been 45 minutes. I could do a couple chart requests, but this is bearish divergence. And it's the indicators even picking it up here, depending on what settings you have it on. But based off of those settings, it's picking up this bearish divergence. And then these are looking like lower highs, right? Candle closes below. RSI sell signal. Probably going to see a pending sell signal on the daily chart in the very near future. And of course, we don't know how the price action will play out. Could bounce, back test, and then come back down, create that, and then something like that. Right? We don't know exactly, but overall, there's bearish divergence. Could be some lower highs. Could be a sell signal in the near future. RSI sell signal already. Probably a bearish MACD crossover already. Gap over here. So it seems like price wants to come back below $260, which would fill this very, very tiny, 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 tiny small gap. This gap has already been filled at 304. This gap would get filled. If it creates a head and shoulders, this target would be hit. And any other targets that I put out there, right? So that's Google. TQQQQ continues to break down. High, low, lower high, breaking down. Russell 2000 did something more like Bitcoin, where it was looking like top heavy, came down, short squeeze all the way back up, take out all these stop losses, take out all the bears, and starting to look like Wyckoff distribution, right? Very similar to Bitcoin. Microsoft didn't quite take out the top wick, but created bearish divergence, right? Lower highs, lower lows, big gap down there, 396. Big gap. Dollar covered that yesterday. Dow Jones starting to break back down. Talked about it. Was that the high? Was that similar Wyckoff distribution, right? Where this looks like the top, comes down, sell signals, sweeps it one last time, takes out these bears, and then comes back down. You know, the market bosses just are relentless. Bearish engulfing candle could be another bearish engulfing candle. Looks like this is going to be a lower high, and we'll see what happens. And if it comes down, hit target one, similar to the Nasdaq. Nvidia miniature gap up there. Tesla could be similar thoughts on, but right now would have to redo the targets, right? Because this took out this price over here. So only 3 out of 4 targets were hit. That fourth target's invalidated. I'd have to redraw all the targets. Netflix, what a drop that is in a relatively short period of time. Well, 163 days isn't that short, 31%. Wow. Meta, Nasdaq, they all start looking similar. Whoops. Oops. I did that twice. Okay. 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 What's the pick one. Hood? Pick one. Don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna go back up here. Robbie, Orca, Coinbase, put in all the details so I can search for it quickly. Keep the live streaming. Coinbase. Okay. Yeah, not much. Not much. If you caught, let's see. Oh, I did Arca. No wonder. No wonder. You put a ARCA. That wasn't me. That was you. Oh, you did? Are you sure? Are you sure? I'm gonna have to double check. I'm gonna have to double check you. I don't believe you. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you got lucky. Unless you're on a really small time frame, right? Expect bounces, and from wick to wick, 21%. Seems like you got lucky, in my opinion. It reversed right back down, right? So you'd have to be on a really short time frame, right? And you still caught 20%. Like even from the buy signal on the 1 hour chart, it's 15%. You'd have to be on a really low time frame, right? 15-minute chart, buy signal, 18%. I mean, do you have proof? You caught the wick to wick of 20%? Unless you're using leverage, right? If you use leverage, then easier to catch a 20% bump, then it's a lot easier. But if you caught 20% move of a potential wick to wick 21.46%, it honestly doesn't seem believable, Robbie. So it must have been with leverage. You're always on the live stream, but I don't think I believe you. I think you put ARCA too. So is that 2 lies in one day? I'm gonna have to double check your work. I don't know if I have time to double check your work, but you're telling me from wick. If you did, congratulations. But if you're telling me that you caught the wick to wick 20% of a possible 21.46%. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you exaggerated. That's still good though. So from 110, 101 to 117 ish. Sir, that's 15%. Still good though. Still good though. So that's really good and much more believable, right? But 20%, come on. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know you're exaggerating. I could call you out. You caught 20% of a 21.5%. I'm not buying it. And sure enough, 15%. That's good though. That's good. Let's get off the 5-minute chart. It seems like you caught lightning in a bottle. You're counter trading on lower time frames, and you could do that, but doing that a lot is probably not the best idea, in my opinion. Like when it's in downward trend, like over here, you can see moves down like 56%. And if you were, say shorting that, taking shorts in a downward trend, probably going to be more beneficial longer term, right? So shorts, right? Shorts. You can just see the shorts are just longer. So both could be profitable. I'm just saying that longer term, like if you're doing this long term and not just like a one off or whatever, you're talking like 2+ years. I think you'll be more profitable trading with the trend. But there you go. To each their own. What else? All right, so that was Robbie. He was the first one. Did you tell me the ticker symbol? No. Hybrid liquid. If I don't find it right away, I'm not, why is this on? Okay. What? Hype USDT. Yeah. Please put in the ticker symbol. Otherwise, I'm not going to. I may not find and the exchange like Robbie did. He put the ticker symbol and the exchange, Coinbase, so I know it's crypto. I know it's what exchange you're looking at. Otherwise, probably not going to spend too much time on it because I don't want to be doing the wrong one. So daily chart is bearish. September 2025. Bearish divergence. Lower high, lower high, lower lows. Weekly chart is bearish. Weekly chart had bearish divergence as well, right? Lower high, lower lows. It's bearish. Not much else to report. Bearish on the 2-week chart. So that was, that looks like the top. It was in at $59, and now it's at $26. So it had that big drop down in that scam wick, 65%. Thanks to Binance, the good guys. Yeah, right. 56% so far. Oh my God. Wasn't he pardoned or something? Wasn't he charged? People still use Binance. People probably still use FTX after Sam went to jail. And what's his Do Kwon? Yeah, Do Kwon got sent to prison for the Luna scam. Binance, pretty sure he was charged with something. So anywho, that's why I don't have any affiliate links. If I can save you money, then I have like affiliate link for our third party recommendation for the trading bot. So our trading bot strategies on TradingView pairs with it, but it saves you 20%. And I don't get paid $1. I don't get paid off $1, but I try to save people 20% off. Saves me 20%. I pay for it. I pay for it. You would think that they would let me have a free account, but they don't. I pay for it and I get 20% off of my own affiliate link. How's that working out? So, but I use them. So I use TradingView. What else? Did I miss any other ones? NBIS instead of Hood. Okay. Both stocks. Okay, thanks. NBIS. Are you Nasdaq? Yeah. Are you bearish, bullish? What's your plan? Are you in it to win it? Are you in it and selling, taking profits? Are you what's the plan? Is that a gap? It's hard to see with the train nuts. Yeah, that's a pretty big gap right there. Pretty big gap. Gappy gap. Another gap. This is what I always say about gaps. They work great as targets. No. What do I always say? Not all gaps get filled, but they work great as targets. That's what I always say. I've been saying that for a long time, probably 5 years. Not all gaps get filled, but man, they work great as targets. Now, significant gaps most likely are going to get filled. You know, if they're like 10, 15, 20% or more gaps, which I've seen, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but they will get filled. I'd be very surprised if the market bosses leave a 20% gap open ever. So gappy gap. This was a pretty big gap that got filled. This was a tiny gap, got filled. So all-time high after a big crash down, right? So let's see, that was November 2021. 84%. That's crazy. And then to go to make a new all-time high, that's an amazing swing trade. 894%. Wow. Bigger drop to the downside than Bitcoin. Bigger bull run to the upside than Bitcoin. Wild. So you got gaps. It's bearish on the daily chart. Probably bullish bearish divergence over here. Yeah, that just right here is bearish divergence. But you do have longer term bearish divergence as well. Slight. Let's look at the weekly chart. I don't see bearish divergence on the weekly chart. Right? Let me zoom in here. Let's see. Here. No, that's is that a sneaky? That is sneaky bearish divergence. Wow. Okay. I mean, you have to zoom in on the chart to see it. The indicator is not picking it up, but so you see the RSI peak and the RSI lower high. This weekly candle close slightly higher than this candle close. Probably see it. Probably stands out a little bit better when you turn off the indicator. But you see this close here and then that close there. That's bearish divergence on the weekly chart. So yeah, there was bearish divergence on the weekly, daily, and then this is the lower high. This is the lower low on this pivot point over here. So bearish on the weekly chart. Pending sell signal. right? There you go. Probably a lot of reasons to come back to the 200-week moving average with both gaps, eyeball test of the targets. Say that's target 1, target 2, right? So probably several reasons to come back to the 200-week moving average. So be interesting to see it unfold again. uh, yeah. Yeah. Below $60 at some point. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but um, there you go. RSI sell signal again, right? What else? You got it, Robbie. Good job on that 15%. 15%. What do you think about CAS? A higher low? Did we cover this yesterday or no? I think it was crypto. I mean, maybe. Too early to say, Girther. It's still bearish on the daily chart. Still well below the trailing dots. Still bearish on the weekly chart. So if you're talking about short-term bounce, maybe it's a higher low. But could also put in a lower high, right? So it doesn't seem like that clear of direction. Like this was bullish divergence back here. And that could have cleared the bullish divergence already. Now, if we do see that higher low, it may still take some time, get rejected off of the trailing dots, higher low. Like you're going to want to see like the ship to get turned around. And it may take time, right? The higher time frames are bearish. The weekly chart is bearish and well below the trailing dots. So it would take time for a more significant breakout anyways. So I wouldn't, I don't know. It could be a higher low, but maybe it was just for a shorter term bounce. I don't think, it probably like on the weekly chart with the trailing dots coming down, like it would probably take some time for a more significant bounce. So are you going to get chopped up in the interim, right? It's just not something that like I would be excited about right now. Like probably going to take some time. Could it be a higher low? Sure, it could, but it's still well below the trailing dots on the daily chart, the weekly chart, etc. There's not even an RSI buy signal yet. It's got work to do. It's got work to do. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I can't remember. Sorry. I don't know. What does that mean? You're welcome, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Marathon? I haven't looked at it. I think we looked at it the other day. And then we'll call it. It's been over an hour and we weren't going to spend this much time. MicroStrategy, still bearish. Daily chart, weekly chart. Woo! Still ultra bearish. Where is Marathon? Oh, Jesse, you're a perma bear. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not a perma bear. I'm not a perma bull. I'm a perma swing trader. Lemonade. Dang it. All right. Where is it? Mm-hmm. There it is. Weekly chart is bearish. It's in a downward sloping 200-week moving average, which is not good long term. Not good long term, right? So you probably got to go log if you're going to be drawing trend lines out. Oh, Jesus. Doesn't look good long term, right? Below the 200-week moving average while it's in a downward sloping motion. 2-week chart, bearish. 3-week chart, bearish. Monthly chart, bearish. You can see when it's bearish on higher time frames and the 200-week moving average is downward sloping. I'm not saying it's going to do that again, but from that monthly sell signal, which is probably very close to where below that 200-week moving average, my goodness. Here, let's get the... That was 58 months and lost almost 100% of its value. From that monthly sell signal below a downward sloping 200-week moving average. It doesn't look great, right? So monthly sell signal below 200-week moving average, it's already hit minus 10%. If it does a huge retracement back, 89%, that's crazy. I hit the mic with my face. Monthly chart doesn't look great either. I mean, if this is an accurate chart, right? This was, 2021. It's just been bouncing since, right? And it's bearish. There's no way around it. We played some of the bounces too, but again, once a 2-week chart starts to flip in a downward bearish momentum, that's when we start, when it's upward sloping, you're hoping for new all-time highs. Like you're hoping we get massive bounces to the upside and even take out the 2021 highs, stuff like that. You're hoping for that. Once November 2024, December 2024 started to happen, we start losing faith. And it's just because we're staying focused on the charts, and a downward sloping 200-week moving average is not good long term. So expect bounces along the way. I mean, big moves down, right? So you got big move down, large bounce up, big move down, massive. Doesn't mean you couldn't have some amazing swing trades, right? So from a swing trade standpoint, some wild swings. I've been saying for a long time, they're like catching lightning in a bottle, even on the monthly chart, right? Those are massive moves. Massive. So you could swing trade it for sure, but it's like catching lightning in a bottle. And as of right now, daily chart is bearish on the daily chart. It's possible it puts in bullish divergence. Possible Bitcoin puts in bullish divergence, bounces, and then continues lower, right? Because the monthly chart is bearish with a downward sloping 200-week moving average. It looks bearish. So with that, hope everyone has a great day, rest of your day on this fabulous Taco Tuesday. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for reposting this, sharing with your friends and family, and we'll continue to sniper the markets together. And we will see you on tomorrow's live stream. Adios. Thank you. Goodbye.